Another type of pollution that harms the environment and living beings in a big way is noise pollution.
Now, you're all here for one reason. To rock!
All right, everybody. As you may have heard, I am pretty much decided to end the noise pollution podcast and concentrate on the writing and the website and everything like that. There is a little bit of feedback out there telling me to keep going. If I do, it'll be a lot less frequently, maybe once a month or something like that. I'm still up in the air. But right now, in what could potentially be one of the final 3 or 4 episodes of the podcast, I have a really, really good interview with Paul Woseen from the Screaming Jets to share with you. It is all about their current Dirty 30 tour. The guys have had a long and successful 30-year career, and Paul's with me today to share some interesting stories about their shenanigans. And he talks about the Gotcha Covered album, the Chrome album, the tour that they're currently on, and we touch on a little bit about what's next for the Screaming Jets. So have a listen and enjoy. We might as well just jump straight in, I suppose.
I love that.
Yeah. So you're currently celebrating the Dirty 30, as you call it. When you first started out as the Screaming Jets, did you actually think that you would ever make it to 30 years?
As a band, I didn't think I'd make it to 30 as a person, mate. Let alone a band.
Yeah.
So, like, I probably had somewhere in my head like the thing that we have a bit of a career, bit of a go, but more than less like 1 or 2 records.
Yep.
Didn't envision it being 30 years down the track. I mean, it didn't stay intact, but 2 of us are still from the beginning. So, it's better than none or one.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely true. What do you think's been the secret to the longevity of the Screaming Jets?
Probably because I reckon we're genuine, we're sincere about what we do. I think we're really, without kissing my own pocket, I think we're a really good live band, and plus we're just normal people. We don't think of ourselves anything but normal blokes who just happen to play music. We connect with people and vice versa really well, just like you're talking to a dude on a bus or a mate, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
plus we've been lucky enough to write some songs that have touched people or affected people in a way, which is just awesome.
Yeah. Some of your songs have really, really connected with people on a personal level.
That blows me away, man. I think I know I'd say some of the things I've written. I know what they mean to me, but that's just for me. It's once they're out of me, then they're not mine anymore, so to speak. So
Yep.
people take different things from it, and they come up and talk. Say sometimes I meet people and they tell me what this song's done for that and done for that, and it really humbles you. And I don't know what to say except like thanks. Fun.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah. What about changes within the music industry? I mean, a lot has changed in a 30-year span. So how has that affected the Screaming Jets, and how have you adapted to it?
I think we've just blasted on through it. I don't think we haven't, like the whole download, Spotify, this and that. Sure, it becomes financially different, but and it's quite convoluted to work out. I still have to get my head around it sometimes, but we sort of ploughed on through it, just do what we do, heads down, bum up, and not give a fuck.
Yeah, and that's
that's pretty much. I don't know. That's how I look at it. That's what we've done. We've maintained a sincerity in the quality of our music and performance, and just done that.
Yeah, and it's probably a lot to do with the work ethic as well, because I mean, a lot of bands probably haven't adapted to the changes as well as you guys have.
Well, it's harder to get gigs if you're starting out, middle out, sort of you know what I mean? Like coming up band, it's harder to get gigs. There's less venues. You can't. There's no gigs on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or sometimes even Thursday night anymore anywhere unless it's summer or something.
Yeah.
It's all weekend work. You know, when we started touring, we were doing gigs Tuesday to Sunday. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, you touched upon lineup changes before and saying, you know, there's only 2 original members left. How have the lineup changes over the years affected the growth of the band, do you think?
Well, I don't think it's had any real detriment to the band. I mean, there's always a period of going, I don't know how you spell that, but, you know, but, you know, but once you start, the wobble stops pretty quick. You're just into it, moving on. It's like, because each time someone's changed in the lineup, the person that's come in has always been a player. So
yeah.
it doesn't make the transition that hard when you're not able to work someone up. They just come in and go, yeah, I can do this. Oh, this is me. This is how I do it. Where we get, let's go. You know.
Yep. Was there ever? Sorry, go ahead.
Go on, mate.
Was there ever a time during the band's career where you thought, oh, it's over? We've come as far as we can?
Not really. There's been some downtimes, and this is how we think, pretty, but that's life, isn't it? Like, you don't want to have a Prozac existence where it's all just linear, just going blah, straight across. It's gonna be up and downs and everything, and like there's down bits. It could be personal and the band, or just one or the other. They're all connected, you know. So, but I don't think I personally ever gave up on the idea that we just continue going. It's like, well, we've made 10, we've made 20, fuck, we'll make 30.
Yep.
We're at 30 now. It's like, well, I'll probably have a Hardy on stage and that'll be it, you know.
Let's hope not.
No, me too. Oh, fuck that. That'd be fucked. But you know what I mean? Like, I can't envisage. I know that I won't personally ever stop playing music live, but I don't think the band will until we get to some point where we can't even remember who are you?
Yeah. What about when Dave joined the Angels? Was it in the back of your mind then that they've taken our front man? You know, what's going to happen with the band now?
I call them the other band.
The other band. I like that.
He steps out on me.
Yeah. And does that affect the Screaming Jets at all?
No, I'm stoked for him. I think it's fucking awesome. You know.
Yeah.
He did, like, you know, it can't be like boys. You know, it doesn't get in the way of us. The Angels boys are all good blokes. They work. It works. Somehow it works that when we're not on the road, then Blue goes with them. And I think, fuck anybody, he deserves it, right? For a gig to do, like another gig, like another prestige gig. He's an awesome singer.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't tell him, but he's a good bloke. But I can't see, and really, I can't see anybody else in the country that could have covered that gig, man.
No, I'd agree. Yep.
He doesn't try to emulate Doc, but he has a respect for how, like, Doc's lyrics, like how he doesn't try to look like Doc on stage or perform like he's cliche, it's a really good way he approaches it.
Yep. Now,
and they sound great too. I've seen them a couple of times, of course, and they just tight.
I think he's a great fit.
Yeah, because that gives sort of when he, I gave them another lease of life where they were dying or anything, like another lease of life with that happening, and like everyone's they're putting on a show, they're like really good.
Yeah. Now, in a 30-year career, you must have an absolute backlog of memories from the band. Have you got any that you'd like to share with us at the moment?
I know there's lots of good, more good than bad, actually. You know.
That's always a good thing.
Probably more silly than not. It's funny. I like putting together this for the Dirty 30. I went through a bucket load of old photos and footage that palmed off Scotty Kingman, guitar player in the band, who's really good with multimedia stuff, you know.
Yep.
And so he's put together this montage, which was of photos and things and images that are going on a big screen behind us while we play.
Okay, awesome.
And just going through it, you know, like I guess looking at photos, old tour photos and things going on. There's just jerks back memories and stuff, you know. Like we're looking at there's stuff from some photos from the Helping Hand video shoot at Battersea Power Station in London when we're all done up like we're in apocalypse now. There's bullets and bombs and shit going on all over the place.
Yeah.
It's a mad day, and I was looking at that and thinking, what an opportunity to do that. I'm going to do this in Newcastle, and now I'm in Battersea in England, dressed up like I'm playing war, and there's bombs and shit happening everywhere. It's a song I wrote. That's a pretty good memory.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Playing, doing Ultimate Warrior poses on the two of us. There's this doll that you pull the strings, and I am the Ultimate Warrior. Feel the power of the warrior. And you'd have to guess what he was going to say next, and if you didn't, you have a drink, you know, that sort of thing.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's funny as hell. Assume the pose, because you're going to manipulate the doll.
Yep.
And we tatted him up and all that sort of stuff, and feel the power of the warrior. Right.
What about the time you supported Kiss? Do you have any memories or stories you want to share of that?
We've supported Kiss about, we've done about, I think we've done 3 or 4 tours around Australia with them.
Yep.
Over the years. And Dave's a fan, I'm not a huge fan. There was just big arena shows and just love playing on the big stages. You go to an international show and the support act just gets ignored. You know, that's just what happens. It happens here too, you know, like.
Yeah.
But it seems more hurtful when you're in a big room.
Yep.
Come on, look at us. Yeah, they don't. But now that didn't happen for us on any of these things, and so they were great shows. We're doing one with them in November, I think, at the Newcastle Supercars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're doing the support up there. They're playing that, and we're doing that again just for one show off. But we've done a couple of national tours with them. Doing a Velvet Revolver national tour around a couple of years, whenever it was. Can't remember the exact year.
Yeah, I was actually there, and I can't remember the exact year either.
Yeah. Where are you? Which one did you go to?
Melbourne.
Oh, you see us?
Yep.
Excellent. You're one of the guys that didn't ignore us, I bet.
I saw you with Kiss as well a couple of years earlier, and I think you played second fiddle to a Kiss wedding that tour.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a wedding I went. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh God, get a lunch. Hopefully it well worked out.
Yeah. I'd be surprised to find if it did or not.
Yeah. No. Well, they're doing the Velvet tour just because I love all the individual players in the band are great players in their respective whatever bands, and it was awesome to do that. Yeah.
Yep.
And they were cool cats. You know, they're up for a chat. Just normal blokes. That was really good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, there's heaps of them, mate. I don't know. Couldn't tell you all of them.
No. Too many to remember.
Oh, yeah. I met Jimmy Page. That was pretty cool. And Robert Plant at different times. That was cool.
Oh, that'd be awesome, yeah.
Yeah, well, Jimmy Page in London and Robert Plant backstage at the Nürburgring, where this is a good memory, where we played, it was 93, I think. There's Nürburgring. I think it's 2 or 3 day festival. The day before, we got there the day before. We were playing the next morning. We were early on in the morning. People camped there. We got there. INXS was headlining that night, and they were leaving that night. So they gave us their hotel rooms near the ring, which is awesome because we've been on a bus for a couple of weeks.
Yep.
So very stanky people. Just to have a bed that wasn't a coffin. Did that, got that, but and Gleeso got up and did Don't Change that night.
Okay.
With them.
Yep.
Which is awesome. He just went off, and that was in front of about 60,000 people. Next morning we played, probably about 4th on the bill. That day there was Black Crowes, Def Leppard, headlined, Toby Kid Joe, Leonard Cohen, and others. I don't know, 6,000-7,000 people. The promoter thought it was great, and he said was apologetic that we didn't play to more people because people were just waking up. So he put us on again after Def Leppard as to play as people, because the last day of the thing, as people were leaving, obviously. We said, yeah, we'll do it. No worries. So we ended up, Def Leppard played, they were great, big thing, and then we played for about 45 minutes after that to about 55,000 people.
Wow.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, they made announcements all day to say, we're doing that. So it's like we almost headlined the thing. I know we didn't, but
Well, yeah, you'll take it.
No, I'll take it, bloody hell.
Yeah.
That's, run like the usual standard big European festival, a couple of big stages next to A and B stages next to each other, alternative stuff, and we played them. Couldn't see the back up because it was black, but from stage to where the lights sort of died, there's 50,000 people, and they didn't go anywhere, so that was awesome.
Yeah, that's grouse. Yeah. Now, it's fantastic that you guys are still releasing new music as well. Like, you've got such an extensive back catalogue of hits, you could probably just tour on those for the rest of your days, but, to release new music at this stage, it's phenomenal.
So you can't do that, mate. That's given up.
Yeah, but a lot of bands are willing to do that these days.
Well, I guess maybe the fear of, we don't have a fear of whatever material we are not being considered current. Like, you've got to be, doesn't mean you have to sound like, follow the trend or the genre, whatever, like, sounds of, you don't have to be anything but yourself, but, you should be putting out new material. And I think I can't stop writing. I write every day.
Yep.
It might just be a line, it might be a couple of paragraphs, it might be a short rant or something, or it might turn out a song, but I play and write every day, and so to me, that's, if I get something complete and we record it, then that's current. And if you should just, I can't explain it any other way. I think it's just giving up if you don't, how can you be a songwriter, in my mind, how can you be a songwriter and have nothing else to say, because you've reached, you're at what, you're empty? I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that, definitely.
Yeah, I reckon there's probably a fear of the not having another hit, or you can't rest on your past fucking go. You gotta continually have a go.
Yep. No, that's good. So speaking of that, Chrome was released back in 2016. Do you have any plans for a new album of original material once the Dirty 30 tour is over?
It's not a very long tour, but it's a tour with a double bill tour with Rose Tattoo.
Okay. Yep.
Sort of like we did with Baby Animals, like alternate headlining. We'll headline one night, they'll headline the next night, just over Fridays and Saturdays for a month and a half, 2 months or something, at the back end of the year. And then hopefully, if all the planets align, man, we'll go in the studio early next year sometime and record another original record. That's the plan anyway. Well, that's what we're talking about.
Awesome.
I don't think it'll happen this year. Thought it might, we could, but it's just probably won't. But that's okay. We're all running away. I've got a few under the belt for it, so we'll hit it in. The last doing Chrome was great fun.
Yep.
And
it was really, really well received too. It was
bloody. I know.
Yeah.
I was blown away.
Oh.
But at the same time, we sort of you do care, but you don't care, because you're doing what you do, and if people get it, they get it. If they don't, well, they don't get it. Then you just keep plowing on.
Yep. On to the next thing.
I'm really proud of. I'm proud of everything we've done, but I'm really proud of Chrome. The lineup's great. Well, the way we recorded it was a really good experience, and I think their songs are good, and the sound's fucking fat ass.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you could lose your license. That's how I look. That's how I look. You know what I mean? Before you know, you get into the next thing, you go, oh, fuck, I've gone 140 k's in an 80 zone.
Yeah.
Along,
yeah, I get that, definitely.
I did that with that Velvet record and Gun and Appetite.
Yeah.
I've lost my license twice on Appetite for destruction.
Did you tell the guys that when you toured with Velvet Revolver?
Yeah.
Nah.
But both of them thought I was an idiot, but that's okay. I should have been watching what I was doing, but just rock on, Brownstone,
Oh yeah, how could you not?
It's like, woo, 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 woo. I look at me, oh, fuck, I'm done. Oh, well.
What about the Gotcha covers album? I thought that was fantastic as well, and I'm just wondering how you went about choosing the songs that went into that.
I think it was, got you covered. Well, all the songs, we came up with a list of songs that sort of everyone put in that we liked or was influential to us when we were younger, and things we learned to play, and bands that we, because everyone starts playing. You all learn songs from other bands, and you do play cover songs and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
And we picked the songs from sort of that. Then Triple M got on board, and through the Triple M Hot whatever club, the club thing, we put out just as a feeler, just to see how it'd go, a list of songs of about 40, 45 or something like that songs to all across the country, and got a response from what songs people would like to hear on the record us doing, and so that was not a guide, but it was just to help us think, well, okay, if we were heading in the right direction with the right songs, and it seemed to have done that, and then it went received really, really well.
Yeah, for sure, it was awesome, and I'm interested now. You've just said 45 songs, so is that something that you could do a part 2 of eventually, or?
It might not have been 45, it might have been 30, 35, because we ended up with 15 on the record.
Yeah.
But there was probably about 30 songs or something. Oh, there could always be a part 2. I'd love to do a part 2. I'd love to do one of international, because it was Australian songs.
Yep.
So we should do a part 2 of I don't know, of another Australian songs that are there. I'd love to do one of just a part 1 of us covering international songs by international acts that were influences as well, you know.
Yep. Yeah, that would be awesome as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and we should have. I think we stayed true to the melody and most of the arrangement, or the melody and the lyric anyway of all their songs. But we fucked with the arrangement a bit and did some parts of melody. We made them sound like Jet songs in a way, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're still sounding like the song, but
Yeah, they were recognisable, but you put your own spin onto them, so it was very good.
I'm mates with Shayne Howard, and I sent him a message saying we've done Race's Edge, but it's a little heavier than your version.
Yeah.
I put our own spin on it, gave it a bit, and he thought it was rocking. So I went, I sort of said, well, I hope you don't. It doesn't matter whether you like it or anything. I just hope you don't think it's shit.
Yeah.
And he thought it was great. So we've from the people that we've run into, that the songs we've done, they've been really happy with our version of it.
No, that's good. So now we're up to the Dirty 30 compilation. It can't have been easy to pick 30 songs out of your extensive back catalogue.
It was a bit difficult. Because I didn't want to just. You sort of got to go with the big. You've got to have the hits there, the bigger hits. But then there's the crowd hits as well. There's songs that are really popular live that weren't released as singles, and you want to have a timeline as well. So we sort of done it chronologically, and it's from where to go, and a couple from each record, So maybe there's a couple more from some records than others, and it works pretty. Listening to it back now, how it runs. It runs okay. Pretty good, I reckon. So, but it was hard. It's like we put that in now. We put that. What about that? Doesn't go with this. That doesn't. So they've got to sort of, even though between records, they've got to sort of gel as one record, if that makes any sense as well.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah. So it wasn't.
So is that track list a pretty fair indication of the live sets that you guys are playing at the moment?
Yeah. There's pretty much. There's pretty much. There's a good wad of the old the older tracks from all the albums we're playing. So and doing them in as I was saying, we're running up a visual behind us with photos and images and stuff as well. Very, very nostalgic. And then we do halfway through the show, we do another. We bring it down the front and do like a couple of acoustic songs on stools, sort of thing. All very cocky stills, but it adds another dimension to it.
Yeah.
We play some sort of acoustic. We're playing protest songs that we've never played live before. We're playing that now. Just me and Dave do it.
Awesome.
When the boys come out, and it's then we go back to full tilt. It's great.
Yeah, fantastic.
The first two have been really good. The first two in Newey went off like a bomb, and
that's what I was just going to ask. How have the first couple of shows been?
Same reaction everywhere else we go. Well, he's open anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have any plans for a Dirty 30 live album? Are you documenting this tour at all?
We are. There is documentation happening as we go. I don't know. We have no real plans for it, but that's not to say that some stage along the way, we'll go, fuck, what have we got to do? We should have done this earlier. Oh, fuck, we've only got 3 shows to go. Fucking got to do it now.
Yeah.
That's how we're not very good with, that stuff.
I certainly think a DVD or a live album would be perfect.
Well, we're taking this, with the beauty of we do set up every show, we set up sort of a couple of GoPros in the right spots and play. Potentially we could knock up a live DVD, but not full HD, fucking cameras on wheels and stuff. But a good gritty live DVD wouldn't be a bad thing.
No, I think that'd probably suit the band perfectly, actually.
Yeah, and it's pretty amazing. Like the higher end GoPros, film anything.
Yep, yeah, definitely. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to when the shows hit Melbourne later this month. It's going to be unreal. But
go on.
But I was just going to say, lastly, before I let you go, how would you sum up your career? Can you sum up a 30-year career?
A whole bucket of rock and fun, I reckon.
Well, that's probably it in a nutshell, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's like we don't take ourselves seriously, but we take our music seriously. We take the show seriously, even though the show's a lot of fun. We still, you know what I mean? Like there's a real care for, I believe, for the show and for the reproduction of the music. That's all we do, and it's like, that's probably, the career so far has just been a hoot. Been very lucky. Sure, the band's done a lot of hard work, but we also know we're very lucky to get into the position in the first place, and we've been able to maintain it. And fuck, better than digging holes, mate. I wouldn't do anything else.
All right, that was Paul Woseen from the Screaming Jets. Great dude, really easy to talk to. Had a lot of fun chatting with him. As I said, this may just be one of the final episodes of the Noise Pollution podcast. I've got 2 more right now. I don't know what happens beyond that. I haven't made a definitive decision just yet, but stay tuned to the Facebook page to keep up to date with what happens from here.